Hey, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be going back in time and having a look at LJN Toys Limited, a Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy figure. Down below it says, go ahead, pal, try to pulverize this tough guy. And there's a picture of Freddy Krueger. Slightly blurry picture of Freddy Krueger, but a Freddy Krueger figure character picture nonetheless. Spin around the back of the package. I gotta say, this packaging is heavy, and I know none of it has anything to do with the cardboard that they've used. This guy inside is really, really heavy, and I'm surprised he's stayed inside the packaging as well as he has. For the very little glue that looks like it's been applied to the outer parameter here, this glue must have hailed from the planet Krypton for how strong it's holding this guy inside. Anyways, on the back, we've got go ahead, pal, try to pulverize this guy. Written once again, bend him, twist him. You can't destroy him. He's a nightmare come true. You can collect them all. We also had a look at the Freddy Squish'em with a little trademark asterisk next to it. And there's also the Freddy and Victim Spitballs, which is the only one I haven't had a chance yet to pick up. A little harder this one to find on eBay. I still think the Victim kind of looks like Pee Wee Herman. To think this would have been marketed towards children. Set your time machine back. Are we really going in a time machine? No, we're not. Set your virtual time machine back to 1989. That's when this was released, 1989. And cringing, I'm sure, to some of the more vintage, old collectible collectors out there. I'm going to go ahead and open this. On camera, yes, I am. Let's go ahead and rip this open. Everybody right now is just like, oh God, why did he open this? Why did he open this? This one was a little bit harder to find, actually, than the Freddy Squish'em. And, well, first thoughts, he is still heavy. He's kind of, what gesture he's got going on here. He's kind of like, yo, boy, yo. I don't know. It just, yeah. There's the back of the figure. It's got 1989 there. Let's have a look at his face. His face isn't bad, actually, in all things considered. They've got the suitable colors at least represented here on Freddy Krueger. Of course, your greens and your reds for the sweater. His glove actually is painted in. That's nice. And his face, and I'm much like, I'm sure from what I remember, the Squish'em also had this thing too. His teeth aren't painted in. They painted his eyes, and testament to the eye painting, whoever is in charge of painting eyes on these figures. But the painting on the eye looks actually really good. You've got the little reflection reflecting off of the eyeball there. But unfortunately, teeth get omitted. Some nice detailing, though, on his face. The scarrings are nicely done here. Again, I don't get his gesture. His gesture just kind of says, I don't know. It's kind of like a white guy trying to rap. It just doesn't work. I suppose that joke would work better years ago because anybody could now just say, well, what about Eminem? Eminem's a good rapper. Let's get some dimensions going, by the way, for this guy, which I didn't actually do just yet. Let's bring the camera down there, zoom in. Just how tall is Freddy figure? That's actually what he's called. He is approximately, I guess we could say he's 8 inches in height for how tall he is. They say go ahead and pulverize this guy. I mean, I don't know how much pulverizing a child could do to do this. It's dense rubber. It's about the same sort of rubber material, I'm sure, as also the LJN wrestlers, if anybody collected those back in the day. So it's a very dense rubber. I suppose the only thing you can really manipulate is his feet. Take that, Freddy. Oh, I'm pulverizing him. Oh, I'm pulverizing. That's about all you can really do with him. The rest of him is very dense rubber. I suppose he looks better as a showpiece than he does actually as a toy you can quote unquote pulverize, because he really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. He looks cool, yes. Sculpting is passable. From a more cartoony looking Freddy, he does actually look pretty good. You just can't do really as much to this toy as the packaging would allude you to do. Bend him, twist him. Okay, let's try bending him. Let's try twisting him. You can twist his head a little bit, mostly his legs. That's about all you can really do. So, despite what the packaging may tell you, you are misleading the consumers. All those devastated consumers that would have picked this up way back in 1989. think I was 12 in 1989 when these were released. Good looking figure, can't really twist him all that much. There is the Freddy figure. It seems the older I get, the more I want to go back and kind of relive things that maybe I either had as a kid or things that I never got a chance to pick up as a kid and can pick up now. This particular Freddy I do remember seeing at Toys R Us. Of course, at the time that I would have saw him, I really wasn't into the scope of horror films. But I do really like this particular piece. He, of course, can be presented a little bit nicer than perhaps the Squish'em, which was a little bit smaller. And the foamy material, of course, on the Squish'em led to a little bit of paint flakage. Here on this particular Freddy, well, because he's a bit of a denser rubber, well, he's considerably denser, I don't think I'm going to have the problem of the paint coming off, but he's definitely not a figure I could, quote, unquote, pulverize. I probably said pulverize about 12 times during this video. Nonetheless, though, today we were going back in time, figuratively speaking, and we're having a look at the LJN Toys, A Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy figure. That's all they call him, Freddy figure, from 1989. If you guys haven't had a chance to hit that little subscribe button down below. If you perhaps have a time machine, you can go back and do it, or you can do it right now. Save yourself the expensive costs of building yourself a time machine. Just simply hit the subscribe button down below. You'll never miss a beat when it comes to future videos. And of course, if you want to go back and check out some other vintage Freddy Krueger figures, I've actually got a playlist. Would you believe that? Hopscotch crisscross. Would you actually believe I've got myself a playlist for retro Freddy Krueger toys? Well, I do, bunko. You can head over there and check out all the older toys that I've had a look at, featuring the Master of Nightmares. Stay tuned, guys. Certainly more videos are also going to be coming your way as well. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.